Alright guys, made it to the receiver in Gale, Texas. Got everything on strap, dropping everything off right now. Got a couple of things already off of the trailer. Got about 4 crates remaining to come off. Alright guys, got that dropped off and I am just waiting for my reload to arrive here. It's coming from somewhere else and they're about 20 miles out. Picking up a counterweight that's going to Humble, Texas, which is Houston area. So for now, I'm just gonna turn around and kind of get out of the way and go roll up my straps. I had a check engine light come on, so I'm gonna check that to see what code I've got. Kind of curious what's happening. Just kind of turning around to get out of the way in case another truck comes through. Alright, we're gonna check to see what code I've got. P0401 P0490. 2 codes. P046C. Wow. P0401. You got 4 codes. Alright, let's try to figure out what that is. Guys, finally the driver that's bringing the counterweight that I'm picking up is here. He just arrived, so they're going to unload the piece that I'm picking up off of his trailer and put it onto my trailer. We've got absolutely no phone reception out here. This is a dead zone. Alright guys, so here's the piece that we've got, this counterweight. This is about 11,000, maybe a little bit more than 11,000 is what they claim. It's pretty small, but I'm assuming it is pretty heavy since it's a counterweight. And I'm gonna use 2 chains. I'm gonna run them, so these little posts right here, I'm gonna run them around the post here and in the front, and I'm gonna put 2 straps on it. Alright guys, got the first one on here. Moving on to the front. we got this one on here as well. And I'm gonna put 2 straps on it. All right guys, got everything secured, 2 chains and 2 straps. Pulling it towards the back, straps pressing it down, and the other chain pulling it forward. Let's get rolling. I don't know if I can drop it off today. It's slightly over a 7-hour drive, but it's already 10 a.m. because they took forever to have the truck bring this piece, and until they unloaded it, and by the time all that happened, a lot of time wasted because I did get here at 8 a.m. So we'll try to drop it off today, but I am not thinking that's gonna work, so maybe tomorrow morning. Let's get rolling. Good morning guys, just filled up the truck and now I'm heading to drop off this load, which was supposed to be 30 minutes away, but now with traffic it's all 45 minutes. After that, we're going to spend money. I noticed I do have
In 200 feet, turn right onto Belcher Street, Old.
I did notice I do have a...
In 150 feet, turn right onto Belcher Street, Old Cold Spring Road.
Problem on the trailer. The inner hub seal on one of the wheels is leaking, so we're gonna go get that replaced. And the check engine light that came on yesterday,
turn right onto Belcher Street.
that was
Old
for an
Cold Spring
EGR
Road. Then
system.
turn right onto US
I don't know what it is
59,
exactly,
North
EGR
Bypass.
valve or something EGR related, and that is a problem because I have reduced power of the truck now. My boost is not going up any higher than 15 psi, which is a problem. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. I'm still thinking what I should do. Kind of scared to get a load. I'm probably gonna go to St. Louis and we're gonna do the weight reduction program on the truck, but I'm kind of scared to take a load. I don't really want to drive empty there, but I'm also scared to take a load because I'm a little bit underpowered with only 15 psi of boost. I don't know if I'm hurting the engine doing this or not, so I'm still thinking.
Turn
We'll
right
see.
onto US
For now,
59,
let's go drop
North
this load.
Bypass. Then use the left.
Alright guys, at the receiver, taking this thing off of the trailer. You're back. The guy's back wheel was coming off of the ground. Got everything wrapped up, guys. Here is this passenger rear wheel is the one that's got the leaky hub. And the way I noticed it is, I don't know if you can tell in the video, but everything is all wet. And you can see traces of oil on the tire. So yeah, very funky tire wear too. So let's head on over to the trailer shop and get that fixed and figure out what the hell I'm gonna do with the EGR situation. By the way, guys, didn't give you the info on the prices for the loads. The load that I dropped off yesterday in Gale, Texas, that paid $2,450, and I think that was slightly over 900 miles. And the one that I dropped off today is $1,000, and that was, I think, right at 500 miles, something like that. Not too bad. It was super low, so had great fuel mileage, and getting out of a bad area is always great. So let's head on over to the trailer shop and get that hub seal fixed.
Come on.
And it's always a pain to get them on there.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta get the bearing straight.
Alright guys, we got the hub reinstalled with new bearings. These are the old bearings. They're still in good shape, but since we had it off, just thought I'd throw in some new bearings just for the peace of mind. Alright guys, so got the wheel hub seal fixed. I put in some new bearings just because the bearings that I currently have, they're already at right around 300,000 miles, and since this is going to be a part, might as well throw in new bearings just for the peace of mind. So got that fixed. This place was an independent trailer shop, so they only charged me $100 for labor, which is awesome, because I called Nationwide Trailers. They wanted like $300 for the wheel seal plus the labor. And the wheel seal I bought the wheel seal, the hub seal, at Big Tex, which is Original Dexter, which is who makes the axles on my trailer. I paid $29 for the seal. Nationwide Trailers charges $56, so double the price. And yeah, so I paid 30 bucks for the seal and $100 for labor, and I had the bearings, so that was way better than Nationwide quoted me. Alright guys, so now I am deadheading to St. Louis. We've got 791 empty miles, unfortunately.
In 800 feet, turn right on.
We tried to look for
any
any kind of load which was light going that way, but there's just absolutely nothing. And there are heavy loads, but with the truck being underpowered, I am not taking a heavy load. So going to St. Louis empty. Gonna try to do the weight reduction program on the truck, guys.
Turn right onto North Freeway Service Road.
And hopefully that solves everything. So let's roll to STL. Good morning guys, made it to St. Louis yesterday, and today is Thursday, and the process of healing the truck has begun. Hopefully everything goes smooth. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but got it connected to an EKG machine. And it's doing its thing of healing it, so hopefully everything goes smooth. I'll keep you guys posted. Morning guys, so yesterday's tuning of the truck was a complete failure. I was very disappointed. The guy that did the tuning, he was doing a remote tune. He said he disabled everything, but when I started the truck, I still had the check engine light, still had the codes. Went on a test drive. I was still underpowered like I was, 15 psi maximum boost. So I had him put everything back to stock, the stock program back on, I guess the stock file. Kind of did some digging around, more research, and since when I turn off the truck, usually the EGR valve cycles about 3 times, I was leaning more towards the EGR valve being bad. and every single dealer is out of stock on those because they are on back order. So I did find one at AutoZone, which it's a $1,000 part. It's expensive for a little piece like that, very expensive. I went and I picked it up and we did some testing. I just unplugged the one that's on my truck and I just plugged the new one on, plugged the new one in without installing it, and I just turned my key on without starting the truck, and right away the new one made a popping sound, like as if it activated a motor in there. I did that a couple times, and every time I would cycle the key it would make that popping sound. And then I connected my original one back on and tried to do the same thing. There was absolutely no sound at all from it. That's how I came to the conclusion that the EGR valve is faulty. So I installed the new EGR valve and started the truck. Everything was good. Went on a test drive. I got all my boost back. Everything's working good. But I did notice, like when I just idling the truck, if I give it a little bit of throttle and let go, I have a little bit of a hissing sound, like an air escaping from somewhere. So right now I'm taking my truck to a diesel shop because every single dealer is booked until next week. So I found a diesel repair shop and I'm taking it there. I'll have them look at it and see what they can come up with, because I've never heard that sound before, and I've only noticed it's starting to do that yesterday. And I don't know if that's something that started after the guy did the tuning on the truck, because I never really paid attention to it, but I've never also noticed that sound. It also could have something to do with my EGR valve not working for the past few days, and you know, I drove all the way from Houston to St. Louis, and I have not seen my DPF filter fill up at all, and it has not regen. So I don't know if the DPF filter is full and it needs to be regened. So I'm gonna go to that repair shop, tell them the whole story, and see what they say. I'll keep you guys posted.